Betrayal, wow, it's one of the most painful things a person can go through. But what if the path to actually healing isn't about trying to forget it ever happened? Today, we're going to explore a completely different way to move forward.
You've probably been there, right? You get stuck in this painful loop, just trying with all your might to erase a memory that just won't fade. You keep replaying it, you wish you could just hit delete, but the feeling, it just lingers. Sometimes it feels like it's happening all over again.
Well, this explainer is all about a different approach. One that isn't about forgetting. Nope, it's about understanding. We're going to look at how to move forward, not by ignoring what happened, but by changing what it means for you right now and for your future.
So let's dive in. The first, and honestly the most crucial distinction we need to make, is about the goal itself. What are we even trying to do after betrayal? Because a lot of us, well, we get it wrong from the very start.
And it's made super clear here. Trying to forget is a totally flawed goal. Think about it. Forgetting is passive. It's like just wishing something would disappear. But overcoming? That's an active process. It's about choosing to move forward in spite of the memory. And that, right there, is a true sign of maturity.
This analogy is so powerful, it really just stops you in your tracks. Our memories, even the really painful ones, they're part of who we are. The goal isn't to, amputate them from our minds. It's to integrate them in a way that they no longer control us. Okay, so get ready because here's where we completely shift our entire perspective. Now, this might sound a little provocative, but it is the absolute key to unlocking this whole situation. This is the question that just haunts us, isn't it? Why me? It keeps us stuck, looking back, searching for some reason, some justification, anything that'll make it all make sense. And here's the problem with that question. Looking backward for a why is often a fruitless, endless search. You might never get an answer that satisfies you. And even if you did, would it really change anything now? Probably not. So what if we ask something else? By asking for what purpose, we flip the script. We go from being a victim of the past to being an architect of our future. We stop asking what this event did to us, and we start looking at what we are doing with it. And this brings us to the core concept here, the utility of betrayal. It's the idea that every event in our lives, even something deeply painful like this, gets assigned a purpose. We unconsciously start using it for something, often without even realizing it. I know it sounds strange, but a betrayal can become a convenient, though painful tool. For instance, it could be the excuse you felt you needed to finally leave, or it could be a get-out-of-jail-free card that makes the other person the one and only villain. The real key is to get honest with yourself and identify what function this betrayal is now serving for you.
So yeah, this whole thing creates incredibly complex choices, and one of the biggest ones is whether or not to reveal the truth. So let's just break down the consequences here.
Revealing a betrayal, it's not some magic solution. Actually, when you confess, a lot of the time, you just duplicate the problem. Now, instead of one person dealing with the act, you have two people dealing with the fallout of the confession. You've basically just transferred the weight over to them. This brings us to a really crucial question you have to ask yourself before confessing. Is your goal genuine resolution, or are you just trying to offload your guilt onto someone else? Are you trying to fix things, or are you just trying to make yourself feel better? So once you understand these dynamics, the difference between overcoming and forgetting, this whole concept of utility, the consequences of confession, it all leads us to the final and most important part. What do you do now? I absolutely love this point. It's all about a grown-up conversation approach. This isn't about being coddled or pretending it didn't happen. It's about facing reality with maturity and recognizing that you, as an adult, have the capacity to process this information and make a real decision. So how do you get that clarity? Well, this path right here is brilliant. You stop focusing on the betrayal itself for just a minute, and you start focusing on your own fundamental reasons for being there. First, why are you in this relationship at all? And second, what is your actual goal? Answering those two questions, that's what reveals the truth. You figure out if you're staying for a genuine, shared goal, or if the betrayal itself has now become the broken foundation of your whole connection. Are your shared goals holding you together, or is this painful event the only thing you have left in common? And that brings us to the final thought. In the end, it all comes down to this. The power is completely in your hands to decide what this event means, what purpose it serves in your life right now,
and what you will do with that powerful adult knowledge. The choice of what comes next? Well, that's all yours.